What if the sun turned into a black hole right now? Let's imagine you're outside enjoying a sunny afternoon. Birds are chirping, the sky is blue, and the sun is shining down, reliably, like it has for the past 4.6 billion years. And then it vanishes, instantly. No explosion, no warning. 1 second it's there, and the next, gone. In its place, a perfectly black, silent, invisible hole in the sky. This is the moment the sun turns into a black hole. First, let's deal with the obvious. Is that even possible? No, the sun isn't massive enough to collapse into a black hole. To do that, it would need to be at least 3 times its current mass. But let's ignore realism for a moment. For this hypothetical scenario, let's say a cosmic wizard just snaps their fingers and poof, black hole sun. What happens next? Strangely, nothing, at least not immediately. The Earth doesn't get sucked in, the planets don't go spiraling off into chaos. The black hole still has the same mass as the sun, about 2 parts over 10,000 years as kilograms, just compressed into a tiny point. According to gravity, the Earth will continue orbiting this new black dot, just like it orbited the sun. So from a gravitational perspective, our orbit stays the same. The black hole might be terrifying, but it's surprisingly polite. But before you get too comfortable, there's a slight issue: light. Specifically, the complete and total absence of it. Since light takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth from the sun, you won't notice anything at first. For those 8 minutes, everything appears fine. Then, daylight dies. Not slowly like a sunset, instantly, as if someone flipped the switch off for the entire solar system. The sky goes black even at noon. Stars emerge where none should be. The moon, if visible, is no longer softly glowing, just a cold gray rock, as lifeless as it's always been, but now painfully obvious about it. Temperatures on Earth begin to drop fast. Within a week, the average global surface temperature falls below freezing. Within a year, it's around 70 degrees Celsius. The oceans begin to freeze from the top down, creating a thick crust of ice. But beneath the surface, they remain liquid for a while, warmed by geothermal vents. Ironically, the last surviving fish might be chilling near Iceland, literally. Plants, of course, die quickly. Without sunlight, photosynthesis halts. Trees drop their leaves like it's autumn everywhere, forever. Crops fail, ecosystems collapse. The food chain, deprived of its bottom layer, starts eating itself upward. Humans, being at the top, aren't in a great position. And then there's the psychological toll. Imagine entire cities bathed in permanent night. The sky always starry, the sun never rising. Days and nights become irrelevant. Circadian rhythms dissolve. People live by clocks that no longer mean anything. But maybe we survive, we're stubborn after all. Underground bunkers, nuclear power, artificial light, hydroponic farms. It's not impossible. It's just extremely depressing. Meanwhile, the black hole sits there, quiet, unmoving, watching. Let's talk about what it actually looks like. Well, nothing. You can't see it directly, but you could see a distortion, a black circle where stars behind it bend and warp around its edges, like reality is folding. This is gravitational lensing. It's beautiful in a horrifying way, like staring into a hole punched through the fabric of space itself. And while it's not sucking the Earth in, it's still dangerous. Any object getting too close would cross the event horizon and be lost forever. If Mercury or Venus drift too near, they're gone, not with a bang, but with a polite pop and an unceremonious disappearance into the void. Solar flares? Gone. Sunspots? Gone. Solar wind? Also gone. This has a weird side effect. Earth's magnetic field becomes useless. Without the solar wind to deflect, it just sits there, like an umbrella in a room with no rain. But no solar wind also means no auroras, no northern lights, just another beautiful thing humanity will never see again. Over the next few decades, Earth becomes an ice ball. Only a few small communities survive, deep underground or maybe in orbit near fusion reactors pretending to be tiny suns. 1,000 years later, if Earth hasn't crashed into anything, it's a frozen, dead rock quietly orbiting an invisible monster. And yet, the solar system remains oddly intact. The planets continue their orbits, now around a phantom. To an alien observing from another star, nothing seems strange. A planetary system moving in perfect circles around nothing. Unless, of course, they point a telescope and realize what we've done. So, to answer your question, if the sun turned into a black hole right now, you wouldn't feel it. Not immediately. But in 8 minutes, you'd lose your star, your sky, your warmth, your food, your light, and eventually your planet. But hey, on the bright side, you wouldn't have to wear sunscreen anymore. Subscribe, there's a lot of interesting stuff here.